Hello and welcome to my channel, and welcome to this video, which is the last of my 3 practice sets for the CSWA exam preparations. And this time I would like to dive a bit deeper into the modeling and drawing theory, because during the exams you will have to answer a couple of questions, and these are really easy and quick questions and quick points to get if you know what to answer. So it is extremely important that you are prepared on this so that you can just jump over these questions and get the points quickly. So in this video, I would like to present you the practice set I have here, consisting of 3 different questions, and I would also like to show you my little drawing dictionary here, which should prepare you for all the different kind of questions that you can get during the exam. And I would also like to say that in the comments in this video, you can also download these 2 PDF files so that you can follow along during this video, and I would of course recommend you to do so. So first I would like to talk a bit more about this. So these are the different views presented in SOLIDWORKS, and I would consider these 6 different views to be very important, because these are most likely the drawing views that you'll be asked questions regarding. So, and then we have these less important views that you should of course also understand, that but these will typically not be a part of the exam. Okay, so let's just start with the break view. The break view is a view which you can use if you have any long kind of models that you would like the scale to be bigger on your drawing, so that you can just remove some parts of the model and get a big scale here, so that we can see all the different details. So for instance, I have made the cut here and here and here and here. Of course, it's not wrong in this particular case because we can't just remove this, but I think you get the point. This is what you use the break view for. And next we have the detail view down here, and with the detail view you have the opportunity to highlight specific details of your model and get it scaled up into an even bigger scale, so that you can dimension it and show all the different details that you would like to show. So that's the purpose of the detail view, to scale up details of your models. Over here we have the crop view, and what you do for doing the crop view is that you create a sketch around an area that you would like to show as a detail, and whenever you press the crop view with a sketch defined, the drawing will suddenly appear like this, and all the model part outside the sketch will disappear. So this is done not to disturb the detail that you are trying to explain, so that you can focus on the detail that is within your sketch. So this is the crop view. Whenever you press the crop view, all the excessive part of the model outside the sketch will disappear, and you'll only have this left. Okay. So next we have the section views, and there are 4 different section views. We have the vertical section view, which I've shown here. We also have a horizontal section view, which goes this way. And what happens is that you define a line, and whenever you have defined this line, well, you see a section of that line, just a cut through this. And can dimension this part also, and it is the exact same with the horizontal line. You can also make an auxiliary section view, which is somewhere in between the horizontal and the vertical line, so that you can also define a section view between here, for instance. And we also have the line section view, which in this case I have defined it to be placed right in the middle here. Then you have to define the placement of the first line. It should be coincident to the middle of this point, and I would like the other line to be coincident to this point. So this is a way to get a section view not just from a straight line like all the other section views are, but you can divide it into a broken line here. So that is the difference of the different section views. The purpose of the section views are to define some lines that cuts the models apart, so that you can create some details about the inside of the parts. Okay. We also have an additional section view, which is different from the other four that I was talking about, and that is actually the broken out section view. And what we have here is a spatula, and what I've done here is that I would like to watch it here from the end and get a detail of the hole right here. So what I've done is that when you do a broken out section view, you create a sketch and tell SOLIDWORKS how far to extrude it into the model. So what actually happens is that when you see this from the side, this happens. Well, this is not a view from SOLIDWORKS. I've just cut it this out from the part, but just to show you how and what this view is doing. So that is actually the broken out view. You can extrude your view into the model and get some details inside the model, instead of just making a regular section view. Okay, and in the end here I have the additional views, which is less important, as I told in the start. So here I have a couple of examples. We have the standard 3 view, where you get these standard 3 views. We also have the projected views, where I used this view as the baseline and created 4 different projections. We also have an auxiliary view for this, where, well, for instance, if I pick the auxiliary view and I pick this line, I would get a view normal to this reference line, and it would typically be somewhere out here. So this is actually in the information that I have in my dictionary here. You can download it and use it during the exam, just to be sure that you have the information available whenever you get the questions. And what I would like you to do now is to pause the video and to do this practice set 3 yourself. You should now have the right information so that you can answer these questions. So just pause the video now, answer the questions, and then start the video over again and see my answers to it. Okay, so now I would like to answer the first question, and what we see here is, well, this is actually a question created by SOLIDWORKS self, and what I don't like about the different answers here, because this is typically a break view. So as we see here, there is no detail here. We don't have anything highlighted here. We don't have any sections showed, so it is definitely not a broken out section view. It is not an aligned section view. It is a break view, which they call a broken view here. So C is definitely the answer to the first question. So let's move on to the second question. What we have here is an aligned section view. It is not an auxiliary view. We do not have any detail directly from this model. It is not a broken out view, as we do not have any sketch which is cutting into the model. It is an aligned section view, where we get the opportunity to get a section out of the model, not just from a straight line, but from these 2 lines that we define ourselves. So D is the answer to the second question. And let's just move on to the third and last question. Let's just look at this. This is for sure a regular section view. It is not an aligned section view. Well, I just explained that before. It is not a broken out section view, as we don't have any sketch which is extruded into the model. So yeah, we see right here that it is a section. It is a cut here, and we see it from the end here. So the answer to the third question is definitely C. Okay, so that is actually everything you'll have to know about drawings. So if you just bring my dictionary to the exam, you will for sure be able to answer all the questions in the CSWA exam and get all the easy points quickly, so that you have more time for the more difficult modeling and assembling parts. So this was actually what I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you enjoyed the video, I would of course like you to like it and to subscribe to my channel. And in the end, I would just like to say thank you and have a really nice day.